All right. We're starting the stream right now, and we're about to do a stretching session as well as a reflection of, I suppose, the day, but also just overall what I've been up to. I feel like I need a decent reflection session. So I think I'm gonna just do the gratitudes off camera now because they are getting more and more personal, and I feel like I don't really want to actually, I guess, show that on camera. I do have, I guess, a limit to how okay I am with certain things. Also, Belle is completely blocking the frame. I think I have to stand pretty far away for it to, maybe I'll try a different lens next time. But I'll pay a lot more attention this time to actual chatters and stuff, have the proper stream like actually here, just in case anyone talks, and I'll check it like more frequently, because last time somebody said hi and I completely ignored them. But yeah, let's do a quick check and then we'll start this thing. Bella's still just sitting there. Okay, I think it sounds pretty decent. Yeah, we'll try to check this as much as possible, or just have it in my view right here. Yeah, let's raise the camera just a little bit so that there's actually some vision on me. I should have done this beforehand, but it's okay. Okay, let's just go with that. Yeah, I guess I just have to back up quite a bit. But this time around, we're going to actually focus more so on the stretching and the reflection versus Japanese practice. I'll do that after the stream. So we'll continue those things, but we're still figuring things out. But right now, I want a good session where we actually do follow exactly what this thing says. So right now it is warm up. Also, Bella is a little scared because Bella heard a noise outside. So she's like sticking really close to me. You okay? It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so warm up, it's easier to just do jumping jacks. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with that. But for today, as a general thing, what we did was we went to an escape room for one of my friend's birthdays. I already forgot what it was, Cold Case or something. It's somewhere in Southern California, and it was pretty, overall I enjoyed it, but there was a lot of, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone who, just in case, but yeah, it was fun. And then we ate at Haidilao, and I didn't know there was an all-you-can-eat for Haidilao, but that's what we chose, and I ate way too much, so I kind of need this session right now. But also, as an update for my lower back, I have been feeling better overall these days, so it doesn't hurt as much, but there's still a little bit of, where's my jump rope? There's still a little bit of residual pain. But jump roping is a good way to warm up too. I could not do that. I think like a month and a half ago, that hurt to do. So it's nice that I can do it now.
Warm-up 1 has ended automatically. Move on to warm-up 2.
So we can do kicks for warm-up 2, but what I wanted to reflect on was not really the day, although it was a lot of me thinking during this day, where I kind of feel like I'm making the same mistake I did when I was in Japan during, it was around March, where I was doing a challenge where it was uploading a video every single day to my main channel. So the difference between my main channel and my second channel is in my second channel, I do stuff like this, where literally nobody's watching and nobody cares, because it's literally just something I want to do for experience and because I think it would be fun to try out. Even if no one's watching, like I still like the aspect where I'm trying something new. And that's why I do it, because I feel like I learn from it either way. Like, if anyone cares to watch the progression, I'm always thinking about how can I improve it? How can I make it so that I actually enjoy doing it and there's longevity and everything? So I figured out that it's easier to just hook up the camera, make the image look better. Maybe next stream I can even change out the lens and make it actually look better with my head in frame. But it's always just one small step every single time, making it better and better. And then it's like, where will I be, let's say, a year from now or something, in terms of how we do these things? Maybe I just figure out that streaming's not really for me. And at least I have answered that question for myself, at least like for this time period. I think it's more so like I learned what kind of streaming is not for me. For instance, the work streaming, the study streams and work streams. I know I barely tried it for like 3 days, but I genuinely did not enjoy it.
Warm-up 2 has ended automatically. Move on to horse stance press out.
Okay, so now that we have something telling us what to do, it's far easier to just do the next thing. And if you're curious, the app is called Routinary. So Routinary is basically like a timer app where you can label what you're doing for however much amount of time. So I set it up like this to warm up for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then do a different warm up for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then do these things called horse stance press outs. And all of this is for the purposes of improving my splits, middle splits. And I just want to be more consistent, and I figured streaming it is probably a good way to keep myself accountable. And yeah, I didn't really like the study streams. I just felt like they were so boring and pointless. I felt like it added nothing to do it. At least for this one, I get to reflect on my thoughts, which is what I normally would do in a normal video. So instead of actually making a normal video, we can just do this instead while we're stretching, and it serves the purpose so we don't spend that time making that normal video, which will probably get like less than 100 views. There's like no point. And this way I express my thoughts anyways for...
Hamstring 1 left has ended automatically. Move on to hamstring 1 right.
Mainly for the sake of doing it. But let's get straight to the point. So the mistake I was doing in March, it was When I was uploading every single day on my main channel, I thought it was gonna be like this really grand, good challenge where I gained some momentum back for making things on my main channel. And I did have fun with it. I made some videos that I really enjoyed, like the Rubik's Cube video and the kendama video. But I also made a lot of videos that I didn't really care about. And it was all for the sake of the challenge, all for the sake of quantity rather than quality.
Hamstring 1 right has ended automatically. Move on to butterfly 1.
And now that I'm doing this TikTok challenge where I'm trying to post 100 of them in 30 days, I'm finding myself to be in the same position as before. Like I basically feel like I'm in a loop, experiencing some deja vu. And I really don't like that. I really dislike that. Like when I was showering today, right after Heidi Lau. Oh, well, after I collapsed after Heidi Lau and then just took a nap and then showered. During that shower, I just felt so frustrated at myself because I made a video about this previously, which was I was about to make the same mistake. And that was because I was gonna try to do 300 videos posting 300 videos in 30 days. And in that video, I mentioned how I felt like I was somewhat brainwashed because I kept watching a lot of like Alex Hormozi content and he just said, keep doing more volume. But I think that's a mistake. Now that I've experienced it, I can wholeheartedly say that volume and consistency is not important unless you have quality. So until you sort of reach that point where you're actually putting in a quality rep, it's pretty pointless to be consistent. Usually, like I've heard the argument like from James Clear, he's like the guy who wrote Atomic Habits, that what you should do first is gain consistency and then optimize from there. And I don't disagree with that, but a part of me feels like there's a baseline standard of quality that needs to be achieved first before it even counts as consistency. So let's say that you're trying to form a habit of, let me think of a good example, of drinking water. And then you don't really define what a quality rep of drinking water is. Like for instance, you just say, oh, I have to drink water today. So you take a sip of water and you're like, oh, I did it. And then you do that for a year and you say, wow, I've been so consistent for a year. I drank a sip of water. But it's like the quality of that repetition is so minuscule that it doesn't even matter. And that's how I feel about what I'm doing for TikTok and what I'm doing for YouTube right now. It's like, sure, I've gained this thing where I don't care about this, for instance. Like, I'm on stream right now. I know not many people are watching, but it's like, if people do watch me, I don't mind. And that was not the case a year ago, before I started the challenge of uploading every single day on my second channel. I was very, 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 very self-conscious. So at the very least, it helped me get over that. But I feel like I was over that 5 months ago. Like I feel like at a certain point I was already over it. And there was no point in continuing to sort of do the thing. I gained the benefit already. I should have changed things up after I gained that benefit. But you kind of don't realize these things until you reflect on it and you think, yeah, there's really no point in me continuing to post every day on my second channel as a challenge. Like if I want to do it, if I feel like I have something good to say or a valuable video to make, then of course I'll do it.
Pancake 1 has ended automatically. Move on to middle splits 1.
Man, that was not a good pancake. I was talking too much. Okay. But yeah, I just feel like I'm making the same mistake with the TikTok challenge. It feels like I'm making these 3 TikTok videos, and yeah, they are like way more edited than my usual videos, but I feel like I'm not taking the step to actually brainstorm and really craft a good idea that can actually hit high numbers for the videos. Like, my videos are decent in terms of the editing and how it's filmed and production and whatnot, but every other aspect it fails at in actually being something that has the potential of
Has ended automatically. Move on to Brave.
truly breaking through to the next level. And I need to spend more time actually thinking about crafting good ideas and good series of videos and good like formats, as well as understanding like good hooks and good storytelling, keeping the viewer engaged, as well as having a good payoff for the video. Like something where people genuinely learn something and gain something from watching my videos. And I just feel like that's something I haven't been able to achieve consistently for a while. And so I think a part of me, because I'm doing the challenge with a friend, feels like I have to continue it.
Has ended automatically. Move on to hamstring 2 left.
Also, welcome if you're just joining. Feel free to tell me about your day too. I don't mind chatting, but just chatting about some thoughts. Yeah, because I'm doing the posting 100 TikToks in 30 days with my friend, I almost feel like I have to continue. And I don't mind trying my best to continue it, but I need to do it in a better way. I feel like I should intentionally fail certain amounts. Like, I'm not gonna reach 100, but maybe like somewhere near 80. And then take some days to really research, brainstorm, and make things that I think will actually hit like 1 million views or something.
Hamstring 2 left has ended automatically. Move on to hamstring 2 right.
I accidentally already moved on. Okay. It is way too warm. I'm gonna turn on the fan. I always get so surprised at how warm it stays in Southern California, even though it's November. I'm like, why does it feel like today was 90 degrees or something? But we're on our second round of stretching. And usually by the second round, things loosen up. I kind of don't count the first round. There's this article that says,
Has ended automatically. Move on to butterfly 2.
or I got this from a video, the Flexi guy. He said that as long as you do 5 minutes a week of, stretching at your limit, you'll get more flexible. And for my timers, we hold everything for at least 30 to 45 seconds. So each of these muscle groups are stretched because they help with the middle splits. And as long as we do 3 rounds of everything, that's about, like I said, I don't count the first round, it's like kind of warm up. It's about 1 minute and 30 seconds of holding that position. So if we do this 4 times a week, then theoretically we should continue to get more flexible. But yeah, that's sort of the idea behind this. I'll try to do it every single day from here on. I've been very inconsistent until yesterday, where I started streaming. Something about like having the camera in front of me when I do it, it makes me do it better.
Try 2 has ended automatically. Move on to external 2 left.
I'm just gonna make sure I refresh things once in a while. Okay, external 2 left. Figure 4 again. Anyways, back to the topic. Yeah, I'm really thinking that I need to just keep going at quality instead of quantity. I just feel like I've done enough quantity sort of. I think it's because like challenges kind of lend themselves to numbers. And whenever you think
Has ended automatically. Move on to external 2 right.
whenever you think numbers for challenges, it's like you think about high numbers and it's usually high volume. But so I need to think more about challenges where you really, really do like challenges that follow the idea of less is more. So it's more so about the goal. Like let's say the challenge was based around try to go from 100 followers on TikTok to 10,000 followers in 30 days or less. So that's more of the challenge. I'm sure there's a better way to structure that title.
External 2 right has ended automatically. Move on to pancake 2.
But that would be the challenge versus the quantity challenge, which is doing 100 TikToks in 30 days. So the more qualitative challenge is like, okay, how do you, like it forces you to think, how do I get 10,000 followers? I need to make really good videos and consistently make really good videos that people would want to follow for. Versus the quantitative challenge, which is, okay, how do I make 3 videos a day? So it sort of changes the way your mind frames things, like the challenge itself. And I feel like I have consistently created bad challenges for myself to do. And I'm proud of the fact that like I follow through with it, but not all of my challenges, because sometimes I realize, yeah, this is not a good challenge. I should probably stop doing it because I'm wasting my time. But yeah, it all stems from like being able to craft a really good challenge. And I'm just gonna hold this for a bit. I don't know if talking like this is okay.
Pancake 2 has ended automatically. Move on to middle splits 2.
I don't like that my forehead's touching the ground. Mainly because of, like, I used to get a lot of acne, and my face touching anything, I would just not like it. Okay. But yeah, I think I also previously made a video about, what attributes a challenge needs to have. And I said, number 1, it needs to ignite a flame in me. It needs to make me feel excited to do. That one's obvious. If you're not excited, if you don't want to do it, then it's going to be really hard to do. And then number 2,
Middle splits 2 has ended automatically. Move on to grade.
okay. Okay, yeah, I can feel that. Number 2, it has to help the viewers in some way, so offer some knowledge or inspiration. So it can't be like a fully selfish challenge, I guess. And then number 3 has to improve a skill in a visible way, so like something that shows progress. Even the TikTok challenge, for instance, I feel like the qualitative, it's technically still quantitative. If the goal is 10,000 followers, it's still a number that you can see go up, like compare before and after. So it's very visible.
Break has ended automatically. Move on to hamstring 3 left.
And I know they say like, you should make your goals something you can control. But in many ways, you can control the goals of getting more followers. You just have to make really good stuff. So I'm not sure I fully buy into the idea of only working on goals that you can fully control. Okay, I'm gonna do a different stretch for hamstrings this time. I'm gonna use this elastic band to do this. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a lazy stretch. You kind of just relax and pull. But
Hamstring 3 left has ended automatically. Move on to hamstring 3 right.
But I think moving forward, I'm really gonna focus on quality versus quantity for all my challenges. I just think that I'd made the mistake way too many times of thinking that quantity is what I should aim for. And I need to learn from it. It's like, if I felt that deja vu effect and I'm like, yeah, this is literally the same thing, the same mistake I'm making. I need to learn from my previous mistakes, otherwise I'm just dumb. Alex Hormozi defines like smart and stupid as like the speed in which you learn something.
Right has ended automatically. Move on to external 3 left.
And he also defines the speed at which you learn something as, or he defines learning as like changing your behavior to the same stimulus. And I don't think I've really done that much. So I still look up to him for sure. I think I find him to be a good source of inspiration, even if yeah, I feel like if I were to actually talk to him, he would give me different advice compared to like, oh yeah, just make more videos. Like working on the qualitative aspects of it definitely is something that's very important.
External 3 left has ended automatically. Move on to external 3 right.
But yeah, I'll at least continue the challenge with my friend for one more week before the midpoint. And once the midpoint hits, we're gonna make another video. And I think that's when I pivot to, let's say, making one video a day and for TikTok. And it's more like make the video as quality as possible. Like really shape it to be really, really good. Like do more research, do more brainstorming, do more thinking, more of the sides of the creation process that are less seen.
External 3 right has ended automatically. Move on to butterfly 3.
But yeah, I'm thinking about just trying to do more things that are related to my challenges, because I feel like my challenges do kind of lend themselves to some TikToks. Like for instance, when I learned 300 kanji in 30 days, there are certain kanji that I think I can teach people to memorize more easily, because there are like stories that can go with the kanji. And I've seen some from Wanikani, but I personally never really used any of theirs. I kind of just make up my own, because I find it easier to do that, since it's like your own story. It's better, but some people don't like doing that in general. I kind of didn't like doing that in general either. I felt like just learning it, rote memorization just is better, because now you just kind of know it. You don't have to like think about something else. But if you're learning something else, or if you're learning that amount in such a short amount of time, you kind of have to use memory techniques. I'm not going to do standing pancakes. I'm just going to do regular ones. But I was thinking of a series where it's just like, oh, I teach you a kanji in 15 seconds or something, and I just tell the story of that kanji. Like just a value proposition that's a bit more unique. Actually, I'm not sure if some people have already done that. I also need to watch more short form content since I have never watched TikTok before, which is hilarious. It's like I intend to make it, but I have no experience watching it. So I'm like, what am I even making? Just like for streaming, I don't watch streams. Like I don't think I've ever watched like a
Standing pancake has ended automatically. Move on to middle splits 3.
legit stream before, like fully ever in my life. But I'm still trying it, which is dumb because I have no sense of how a stream should be. But I think in part it kind of also lends itself to greater creativity because I'm not copying anyone. I'm just doing something like freely, like doing whatever I want. And this is what I want. So that's kind of how I've always been. I've always felt like I kind of just do things because I want to do it rather than like wanting to copy someone else. But that's also what's led me to not really succeeding in many ways on YouTube.
Middle splits 3 has ended automatically. You did great.
Thank you, but I'm still in it. We're getting pretty close. Externally rotate. Okay. Ow. It doesn't actually hurt that bad. It just feels like I pushed it to a comfortable level of pain. Not like my God, that hurts, but like I might be sore tomorrow. But that's basically the full routine. I think that was the first time I've ever done the new routine that I cooked up on camera. But yeah, that's my full splits routine, and we are pretty much done with talking about what we wanted as well. This time, nobody commented, but no worries. I'm just gonna keep doing this because I just feel like I want to keep trying like different things. Come here, Pa. Come here. But yeah, I think once we hit the midpoint for the challenge for TikTok, we will pivot, and I think from then on, everything will be me focusing on making quality stuff. Especially since making my audiobook, I just feel like I felt so good about finishing my audiobook and I felt like it was truly quality work. Because I spent so much time actually. She like starts squeaking the ball as soon as I talk. Come here, Baba. Baba, come here. Okay. But yeah, working on my audiobook, it felt like I actually learned what it meant to actually put in such hard work that you make something of quality. And I think I want more of it. I want to do more of that. It just feels way more rewarding than this dispersed method of creating just whatever stuff all the time. To me, like streaming like this, it isn't really creating anything. It's kind of just like, I don't really consider it creating. I just think it's documenting whatever you're doing at the moment. I think most people like play games on Twitch or on stream. Okay. Nice job. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for this one. Catch you guys in the next one.